It's that time once again. Time to check in with our friends at Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown, the Ultimate Gentleman's Club. BlushExotic.com is the website. Joined in studio by Nicole Aniston, by the way. She's here all weekend, and she managed to accomplish something that does not take a lot of time to do, but she did it in a matter of seconds. She walked in and made me feel like the laziest person in the world because she's clearly on the way to the gym. So, but honestly, though, and we've talked in the past. This, I'm trying to think. It's been about maybe a year or so since the last time you were here, and one thing you told me from Jump Street is that you are very serious about keeping your routine. So I shouldn't be surprised in the least bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of crazy about it.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being crazy about your routine. There was a time when I used to be crazy about it. That was about 15 years ago, and I was still in college. But that's beside the point. But wanted to talk to you just about, I guess it's only been your first show was here last night, so you've only been in town for maybe 24 hours or so. But how was your first night so far at Blush?
It was good. It was great. A huge crowd. I couldn't believe on a Thursday. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The girls there are amazing. So it was great to walk in and see just amazing, gorgeous faces and a few familiar ones as well. So it was a lot of fun last night.
Yeah, you've been to Blush quite a few times. I mean, you're not, I guess you can call yourself a regular. I mean, you come maybe semi-annually or maybe annually. So regular might be not the right term, but you're a frequent visitor of Blush, I say.
Yeah.
You could say. Now, you've been around to see some of the changes that have happened in the past couple of years here. So you've been around to see the sports bar and everything else on the first floor. Everything else is just laid out, the VIP section. So you could speak to just how much things have changed. And, of course, they won the award for Best in the East from Exotic Dancer Magazine, so that's a big deal.
Correct.
So obviously things are getting better and better at Blush as you come back every
Definitely,
year.
yeah. I mean, I had a great time the first time I was here, and the second time, and third time, and so I really have no complaints. And to see it renovating and getting bigger and more luxurious and more people and more girls, and just every single time I'm here, it just really is a testament to how much they love the club. They really put a lot of work and heart and soul into it.
And there's a lot of different things that make Blush a great club to go to. And, of course, my favorite thing is sports bar on the third floor. It's my favorite place to be, but there's also the VIP floor on the second floor. There's the champagne rooms. There's the private rooms. There's a lot of different things to do. I like to call it a playground for adults. That's what I like to refer to it as. But you have poker on Wednesdays. There's a beer pong tournament. So there's a lot of different things to do. The menu at the sports bar is fantastic. Beers on draft that you might not find in most places. There's really good beers on tap at Blush Exotic. So by all means, check that out. But and not to mention the fact, now we could talk about the food and the facilities, but of course only the best brought to Blush Exotic. And you're a former Playboy Playmate, former award winner, and you've done quite a few things, not only just as far as print, but on screen, as far as featuring. So you know exactly what's going on here as far as being able to understand what works here.
Not to correct you, but no Playboy at all. So just Penthouse. That's
Penthouse.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Playboy might get a little pissed at me if I say that I'm affiliated.
We want to make sure we get that correct. It is Penthouse. All the same, hey, that's still something huge. So we don't want to downplay it.
Yeah,
true. Fair enough.
Good run. Been tolerated well.
I'd say good run is probably the understatement, if you will. But
they're still tolerating me. I can't believe it.
I always say if they keep letting you come back and they keep paying you, you must be doing something right.
I guess so. Surprisingly, I don't know.
Speaking of which, because I know between like featuring and traveling around, you do a lot of other stuff in between. What have you been up to since the last time you were in Pittsburgh?
Oh gosh, well, I'm still under contract for virtual reality with Naughty America. Great company, obviously. I actually just had my Fleshlight released, so fleshlight.com.
And that's usually a big promotion for girls when you get to that point. That's kind of like one of the benchmarks if you get to a Fleshlight. So.
Yeah, it's been really an honor, huge, and I'm still so surprised. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I'll see a promo, and I'm like, that's me. Oh, my God.
Like, is this real?
It's weird, but yeah, it's really, really neat. It's a great product. The entire company and all the other affiliate companies that work with Fleshlight are so cool and so neat. It's such a very unique product. And a lot of people have said, "Oh, it's just a toy." No, it's a really, really neat product. And I've had some customers say, "I've had the same Fleshlight for 10 years. You just take good care of it, and it lasts that long."
Wow.
So, Fleshlight's out. That's kind of cool. My website, NicoleAniston.com, is doing really well. We're getting a lot of exclusive content up that's unseen anywhere else. So that's fun. And fitness is going well. Being vegan is going well.
Oh wow.
A lot of just little stuff here and there. I'll take some time off the road to kind of work on that and work on a few other projects that I have coming along. So nothing too amazing, but just little stuff, little steps.
Just getting to work in and making money, kicking ass, taking names, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned being vegan. I want to ask you this question because we saw a weightlifter in the Olympics that's a vegan from the U.S. and you always hear questions of, well, how are you able to do that and do anything else? And you're a person that works out just as much as anybody. You're an animal in the gym as the next person. So I guess it does kind of, give you a little bit of a victory to puff your chest up. Like, see, we can do it too.
It does. And we're literally just every person that, maybe I'll try that. That's a little victory for not us as a vegan, as a collective group, but we're trying to dump the myths of you need milk, you need whey, you need meat, you need fish, you need to get the omegas, where you get your protein from. It's all common misconception, and it's all government fueled. So, not to get all crazy on you, but
this is your space.
We're trying to. The Olympic athletes. Look at Diaz,
right,
and his brother. Incredible athletes, and they're vegan as well, so they're repping us really well. We're excited about that.
We just took it to a whole new level here. That's like some people may not comprehend, but this is awesome though. Nicole Aniston joining me in studio, and this is something that we've talked about before. You are very serious about your diet and your routine and everything.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of shift this towards your performing and your dancing and your featuring, because I imagine that just featuring alone is enough to really give you a good workout. But how does it from the other way around? Because you have a very stringent gym routine. How does that actually translate into your routine when you perform?
Along with the diet and exercise, it's only been about 2.5 years, and I've seen more changes in my body and my mental state than I've ever had in my life, in my short life. But keeping up with handling all my social media, being on a plane for 10 hours a day, and then landing, and then dancing, and having been up since 2:30 in the morning, you have to do that. You cannot rest, you cannot sleep. You cannot say, I don't feel like coming in, because your obligation is, I'm coming here to perform and put on a really good show. So you have to land and have your game, together, and be able to interface with fans and talk and chat and stay up probably a good 24 hours without any problem, without missing a beat. So I've had more energy than I've ever had in my whole life.
Wow.
And still, being able to handle, getting on stage and doing the 30 to 40 minute performance and all the extra stuff. And so it's been really neat. I don't get off stage exhausted anymore. And I still, I'll go to the gym for 3 hours today, and I'll still be up.
Wow.
All night long until they kick me out of the club, basically. But, stimulant free, without a ton of caffeine, without any weird, drugs or anything like that, and being able to say it's simply diet.
That's incredible. And not to mention, it has to be fun, too.
It's a lot of fun.
You got to love doing it.
It's a lot of fun, yeah. I could be working a 9 to 5, so I'm not going to complain about that.
Nor will we. We appreciate you for it.
Sorry.
Here's the one thing I always ask as far as, routines and as far as performance is concerned. I always get differing answers on music, because I know some girls I dance to these songs and these songs only, or I dance to this kind of style. Some of them are a little bit more, well, I kind of just go along with it. I'll kind of switch it up.
Yeah.
Where do you fall there?
I have let go complete control. I just let the DJ pick. I have my music that I listen to. It's not for everyone. And if I play the stuff that I really enjoy, that gets me pumped, it's not going to work for the rest of the crowd that's there to party and drink and have a different mindset. So I leave it up to the DJ. They know the demographic, no matter what city I'm in, no matter what club I'm in, and they know what's going to get people pumped to throw more money on stage.
That's a very veteran move of you.
That.
It's a very veteran move.
It just seems logical. And plus, I don't have to carry around a little stick and be like, make sure you get... It's just easier to, let go and be like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't have to walk into a city where the DJ doesn't have the song you're looking for.
And you don't have to get pissed because they don't play I don't know, it's broken or something.
Right.
There's so many, issues. Just play whatever. I don't care. I'm going to be out of here in 2 days anyway. What is it? I'm not even mad about anything. Whatever.
So it sounds like not only are you very flexible as far as, maybe going with the music that's comfortable with the club, but it sounds like you're also very fluid as far as interacting with people. Again, it sounds like there's a lot of, not variables, but it sounds like you're allowed to just go with the flow as far as your routine goes.
It just makes it easier. Everything, if you can just simplify everything, bring a smaller bag with just the shit you need in it, pardon my language, but, you keep everything really, really simple, and it's just not even organizing or anything, just keep it simple. The best roadie in the world, here. But when I leave here, it's not the same. So you kind of have to train yourself club to club to simplify everything. It's easier to be happy than it is to be right. So just, make everything super fluid and easy. Let them run the show and just, keep your shit together. It's real simple.
I got to write that one down. It's easier to be happy than it is to be right. I might have to borrow that one.
It's real easy.
That's a great philosophy. I got to borrow that off of you. Now, you got a couple more nights here in town. Let everybody know how many shows you got coming up.
2 shows each night, this evening and Saturday night. And then I'm out of here 6 a.m. Sunday morning.
And she's working hard for you. She's getting ready to go to the gym. She's got a whole routine going. She's got to be ready to go for you, Pittsburgh. And I hope you go show her your love. Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown. Nicole Aniston. 2 more shows Friday night, 2 shows Saturday night. She'll be here for you, Pittsburgh. Of course, she loves you, and we always enjoy having you here. We love having you here, too. Nicole Aniston, Josh Taylor, Trib Live Radio.